Hello everyone, I'm Tanya Ganguly and today I'm going to explain you a project that is developed by one of my student. His name is Achint Kumar and his project was based on Python game of rock, paper and scissors. We all know that the game programming is a great way to learn how to program. And that is the only reason why I have given my student a program to develop a game. An ideal game to start your Python game journey is rock, paper, and scissors. So in this tutorial, you will learn to code your own rock, paper, scissors game. You will take the input from the user using the input function. You will play several games in a row using a while loop. You will clean up your code with enum and functions, and you're going to define more complex rules with a dictionary. So most of us are familiar that what the game of rock, paper, scissors is, but just for a quick recap, we have played this game before. Maybe we have used it to decide whether one of your friend is going to pay for the dinner or not, or if you're going to decide your team. So if you're unfamiliar with this kind of situations, then you can prefer rock, paper and scissor as a hand game. And this game can be played between two or more players. So the minimum requirement is two and the maximum requirement is two or more. And the participants would say rock, paper and scissor. And then they simultaneously form their hands into the shape of a rock, that is a fist, a piece of paper that would be palm facing downward, or a pair of scissors that are two fingers extended. So the rules are pretty much straightforward. The first one goes for rock, which will smash scissors. The second one will be going for paper, which is going to cover rocks. And the third, but not the least, scissors, will basically do what? Scissors are used to cut papers. So now, as Achint has all the rules jotted down at one place, he thought about starting how to implement this thinking process using Python. So whatever I've explained you till now, that rules can be made use of making what? A game of rock, paper, scissors. So before we start anything, as you can see, we are going to need to import some important module which is going to simulate the computer choices. And the module which we are working with is random. So I have asked my student to import random, and then within the random, he has tried to use different kinds of things. Yes, as you can see, he has tried to define two different variables that will take comp wins and player wins. Then he have defined a function which will give the user an option to choose rock, paper and scissor. If the choice is rock, then it's going to work within this kind of statements, right? And we know it pretty well that whatever condition we mention in if, else will always take the opposite of that. So the if statement is taking the user choice if it is in the list of rock, rock, R, rock. If these are the inputs, then the user choice is R. Elif, another condition, if the user choice is between any one of this entire list, paper, paper, P, paper, then it's going to assign the user choice as P. Else, you can see for scissors it's the same. But what if the condition which I get, if the user is not able to assign anything, then it will directly choose the else part, which will print Invalid choice, try again. Now the computer has an option, and the computer choice will be anything between 1 to 3. If it press 1, if the computer choice is 1, then the choice would be R. If the computer choice is 2, if the user presses 2, then the computer choice will be P. Else, it would be S. You need to remember that whatever we do, 1 to 3, that means the starting range is from 1, but the stopping range is 3. That means it will get over before 3. And he has mentioned the condition true, which will run all these lines of code at a time, right? So this is a procedure he has worked with, and everything is dependent on the user. As you can see, what he have done, he has chosen a rock, paper, scissor, so he has given an R. That means you have chosen rock. Computer will choose rock. You tied. Now if you want to play again, you can press it and work with your thing. Let me run it for you. What was my condition? If I choose rock, it will be R. If I choose paper, it will be P. And if I choose scissors, I'll be pressing S. Let me do it S. You can see the computer chose scissors. So I got tied. That means no one wins. Do you want to play it again? Yes. What if this time I don't mention anything? If I just press enter? Invalid choice, right? And if I give it as R, a capital R, no one is winning because the computer is taking the same kind of value. So this is how my student has developed a game between you and a computer, and it can be played easily. So that was all about this project, and I must say this kind of project is very good for the beginners level, and if one is ready to bring more updations, then it can work more on the advanced settings. So that's all, and there isn't keyboard interrupt because I tried to pause this. If you pause the cell before its completion, it will give you an interrupt. So this is all about the project, and I must say the choice to the computer is very much advanced because it's asking the computer to trace or to choose what it's going to choose between rock, scissor, and paper. So that's all from my side. I hope this explanation will help you, and keep learning and try to be connected to nation innovation. Thank you so much.